Welcome to Style and Confidence, where transformative coaching meets personal styling for business success. I'm your host, Claire Silk, a transformative life coach and a personal stylist, passionate about helping women like you align your inner worth with your outer expression. Each week, we explore how to build lasting confidence from the inside out, so you can show up as your most authentic, empowered self. Whether you're looking to break through limiting beliefs, build authentic confidence and a winning mindset, or create a wardrobe that truly empowers you, you are in the right place. Get ready to transform your relationship with both your mind and your style. Welcome back to Style and Confidence podcast, where style meets confidence for business success. In today's episode, I am joined by the very wonderful and very talented Alina Koerts, a landing page designer and business strategist. Alina helps coaches get rid of the launch stress and design sales pages that people love. She turns all the overwhelming "how do I do this" stuff into clear, doable steps that feel light and fun, so showing up online feels easier. In our conversation, Alina shares the most common mistakes coaches make when launching. She reveals why a beautiful sales page isn't enough if you haven't done the groundwork, and explains her approach to creating copy that truly resonates. We talk about the reality of building a business whilst juggling a part-time job, 2 young children and 3 cats. Whether you're a coach struggling with conversions, an entrepreneur feeling overwhelmed, or someone contemplating taking that leap into business, this conversation is packed with practical wisdom and full of genuine encouragement. Welcome, Alina. Thank you for joining me today. I'd love for you to start and introduce yourself to everyone and tell everyone about what you do.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much, Claire, for having me. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. So I'm Alina. I am from Poland, but I currently live in the Netherlands. So far, that's going to stay like this. I have a husband and we have 2 little kids. And I currently have a part-time job and trying to grow a side business as well. But growing the side business is something that's the big thing for me. And that's my focus right now. I design landing pages and sales pages for coaches. I also help them with launching and with the whole process of launching, from technical side into the strategic side of that as well.
That's a lot. You're a very busy woman.
And 3 cats, yes.
And 3 cats.
Yes, but like when I said to people, we're gonna get 3 cats. And they said, "Oh my God, that's crazy." And I'm like, okay, life is crazy anyway. I might have 3 little bundles of joy to cuddle up with. And now looking at my 3 cats, there is no difference between the 1 and 3. It's even better because they can entertain themselves.
Yeah, so it's interesting you say that, because I have 1 dog and I do often think, does she need a friend? Does she need a dog? Should we get a dog for the dog?
Yeah.
So you do landing pages for coaches. What led you to choose coaches to kind of specialize with?
That's very interesting, because at the beginning, when I was learning about landing pages, kind of coaches came to my head straight away. I don't know if it was because I was always attracted to them, to the job that they do, because they help people and they're making their lives easier. They're making their lives happier, better, either business or in private. And so I was never even wondering, oh, should I just do it for everyone? Because normally people start like, I'm just going to do this for everyone, and then I'm going to niche down. But I started kind of like, I'm just going to go for coaches. And I feel that the story that you have to write on the page flows really easy for me in my head. So instead of thinking, I don't know, if someone is a journalist, I wouldn't even know how to tell the story on the page for that story to connect with the audience. But from coach's point of view, I feel kind of a lot of times I use my experience for what they do, what they help with. I use my experience of, oh yeah, I felt that way. So I can kind of write how I would like to read as an audience or potential customer. So that's why it just comes easy. And coaches, I don't know, it's just something about coaches or just people helping people attracted me to this naturally. I didn't have to think about it.
Yeah, I think there's something that, so, as a coach, the people that I connect with that are also coaches, everyone is very interested in helping other people. It's a certain
Yeah.
mindset that we all share.
Yeah.
I think if you feel that way, you just feel that way.
Exactly,
Um,
exactly. And
yeah,
they're all been
that's
amazing.
interesting.
All the coaches, I think they're doing an amazing job helping, making everyone else's lives amazing.
Yeah, it's powerful as coaching. And I think once you've experienced it, then you get to see just how
Exactly,
powerful it is.
exactly, exactly.
You were saying you find it easy with coaches as well to write the story. I think often it's easier as a different perspective and a different pair of eyes. I know sometimes when I'm trying to write copy, you get so stuck in it and it
Yes.
becomes impossible and you can't sort of see the wood for the trees. It's, just to have a second set of eyes on what you're writing is really helpful.
Yeah, especially when we are spending so much time writing something or preparing something, we then start missing little details that they just go out of our heads, like a spelling mistake or double wording or something weird. And then if you have someone else just to look at it, changing it, if I have to do something for myself, I look at something so long,
Mm.
so many times that I just, I don't know, I'm just going to read it again another time, and then I still miss it, but someone else be like, oh, there's this, there's that. So it's just kind of, it polishes off for that person.
Yeah, that's really helpful. Definitely. When coaches come to you, what's a common mistake that you often see coaches making?
The mistake is, oh, I just want to launch now. I just want to go for it. I just want to release it. I want to do it now. And I've released something 5 times, it didn't work. And then we go into details to say, okay, so where are you on your email list? Oh, I don't have one. Okay, where are you with growing your audience? I don't know what it is. So coaches are just very eager to help people. They just want to release all of the offers they have. They want to release all the freebies they have. It's like, buy from me because I have a solution. And they do. Of course they do. But releasing the offer, it just takes a bit time and effort and a bit of TLC to kind of prepare the audience, to warm them up and build your connections, but not in a connections kind of way in LinkedIn, but so people know who you are, people trust you, people know you, people like you, then it's easier. Because if you want to launch something for cold audience, it's going to be difficult. And I want to make lives easier for my coaches. So we take the time to prepare everything. They just want to rush it for obvious reasons, but they just want to like, I just want to do it now, or I did it and I want to do it again. It didn't work, so I want to do it again with you. Well, it's not going to work again with me, even if I do your page, if we're not going to go through the process of launching. So it takes a few weeks for that to happen. So that's
Mm.
probably one of the common things that I see, or not knowing what to write on the page. This was as well because they don't want to make it too long. They don't want to make it too short. They don't know how to get that right.
Yeah, I can totally relate to both of those things. Definitely the impatience to just, right,
Yes.
I've got this idea, I can help people with this,
Yeah.
let's tell everyone. And yeah, without kind of really going through the proper process, it's
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
the
And they want the
impatience.
idea to get out now. It's like, okay, let's just do, if we do sales page, and then I'm like, okay, but you need to do the lead magnet and you need to prepare your emails, then you need to connect it to your system. And then suddenly it stops them because they have to stop because they don't have the next step and the next step.
Yeah, you can't keep up. Yeah. I mean, definitely, I've definitely tried to do stuff, too fast myself. And you can't keep up because you do something, you think, oh gosh, I've got to have that ready and I haven't got that ready. And you need all the things and you haven't got them because you've gone too fast too soon.
Exactly, exactly.
Yes. And building up that trust is so important because you're selling an outcome. You're not
Hmm.
selling something that's physical, which,
Yeah,
I mean, like if I wanted to buy a dress, if I like the dress, I buy the dress. I don't need to trust the people I'm buying it from necessarily.
exactly.
Although that's becoming more important, but different
Yeah,
story. But
yeah,
but yeah, for me to buy somebody and what they're offering and that they can help me with, you've got to build up that relationship, haven't you? It's quite a different way of selling something.
exactly. And people need to see this few times from you. They need to see you a few times. They need to hear from you a few times. Some of them, they will not even see your post, so you don't have to worry about repeating yourself over and over again. It takes time, and it's not something that it's going to cost £5, €5 to invest, especially when you have high ticket offer. People will just not just jump on it and thought, oh yeah, well, Claire says this. Oh yeah, I'm just going to buy it. I don't know her, but like £3,000, that's nothing. I can do that. No, it takes the trust, like you said. It's a process. There will be people who will buy from certain people, even if they just say, I've got something, okay, I'll buy it. But for some of us or some of the coaches, it takes a bit more time, and it takes that building the audience, building the trust by showing the expertise, showing yourself on photos or videos, just something more personal. And that's the same way as we make friends. We don't just go like, hey, do you want to be my friend? Okay, cool. And that's it. You
Yeah.
just have that, connection, and then you talk about the weather, you talk about chocolate or food, you have something, and then you just become friends. The same kind of with clients. You get to know them as them, not as your clients, but you get to know them as them. And then you naturally go to the next level. This is my opinion.
I agree completely. I think that's very true. And I like the friend analogy as well. You don't just straight in.
Yeah.
And I think as well, like you said, that some people, they will just buy something. Somebody will say, right, I'm selling this thing, and people will buy it. But I
hmm
think probably before that, that person has built the relationship anyway and built the trust through other
Exactly.
things so that when they
Yep.
then have something new, there
Yep.
are going to be amount of people who will just buy anything because that person's doing it. They've
hmm
already built that trust. So
Yep. Yeah. They didn't just turn up one day on LinkedIn and say, hey, I've got this offer. Okay, cool.
yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
It will be amazing.
And you also said about like not knowing what to write. And I think
hmm
that is, and with the content, I think it's easy to forget that when you post a piece on LinkedIn or something on Instagram, you think the world's seen it and you can't possibly say the same thing again. But of course, maybe 20 people have seen it out of thousands. And, it depends on the
Exactly.
audience. But it's very easy to think that you've got to keep saying something brand new all the time.
And even if you have the impression of thousands of people, but how many of those thousands of people are your ideal clients?
Mm.
Probably not many. And with the algorithm going a little bit funny right now, it does push it. But who are the visitors who see those posts? Who is the audience? So we just don't know. And that's also very important at the launch week. We then have to talk about those offers. We have to talk about what we are launching right now, because like you said, not many people will see it. Maybe a couple here, a couple there. And even if the same people saw it, maybe someone is on the fence until the last minute. You just don't give up. You just need to keep talking about it until the last minute. And you're like, okay, now the cart is closed. I'm not accepting anything. I'm tired of my voice.
Yeah, that's a really good point because I think certainly if you consider both perspectives as a person on the end of the content and they're trying to share your offer, it's very easy to think, well, I don't want to bombard people or,
Yeah.
I've
hmm
done that. People are going to be sick of me or I don't want to do that. But then
Yeah.
also, like you say, if somebody's on the fence,
hmm
that sort of repetition of this is what it's going to help you with, this is what I have to offer, it's important because sometimes I've looked at things and I've looked at them again and then I've seen it again and you think, yeah, that could be really helpful. I really like that. And it
Yeah.
takes a few times of realizing what it can do and contemplating it before you actually make that decision. But
hmm
if you just saw it once, it would leave your head and then that's it, you've forgotten. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
And the right people will also stick with you. The right people or your ideal client will stick with you. They will not just think, oh, I have enough of Claire. She said that 3 times already.
mm,
And if those people then leave, they are not your ideal client. And they are not the right people to
yeah.
work with you because they are already fed up with hearing this 3 times. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about your unsubscribers at that week. Doesn't matter about anyone leaving. It's like, okay, cool. That's out of the way. I'm now focusing on the ones who want to listen.
Yeah, because if it's right for you, you're not going to be thinking about it as, well, she said that 3 times. I'm not going to do that. It's going to be,
Yes.
oh, yes, that's still for me. It's
Yeah. It's like, yes,
yeah,
I know. I are telling me, telling me off, and then yes, you are talking to me, and then like, okay, I'll just go for it.
yeah, and you need that sometimes. That little bit of sort of it's almost encouragement, isn't it? When it's the right thing for you, it
Yes.
doesn't feel like somebody's selling at you. It
hmm
feels like encouragement and information that you need to make your decision. And yeah, it's helpful.
Yeah, exactly.
If somebody listening has a landing page that's not converting, perhaps, what's the first thing that you think maybe they should look at?
So there are two landing pages. One is the freebie and one is the sales page. So the freebie is just obviously if people will want to get it, if it's important for them, but it's not like a big deal because you just need to keep releasing the freebie. But I think the sales page is the big thing. If it's not converting, it can be anything. So that's why we should never blame one thing. So we should never blame let's say, designer, or we should never blame VA for not posting something. We should never blame a section of the page just for the section. We look at a bigger picture. So we think, okay, let's look at the page. Does it have everything that it needs? Does it have a transformation that people will see? Does it have benefits of joining? Is it clear what the person's going to get? It needs to show that the person feels, okay, yeah, she's talking to me. She's describing me. This is where I am now. And oh, she has a solution for me. This is where I'm going to be after investing. But number one, I feel, is the offer. The offer has to be strong. You can pay 5,000 euros for a great sales page. But if you're not going to have a good offer, if you're not going to have great audience already built, it's not going to work. So if you just look at the sales page, you look at the sections. Is it talking to one person? Is it talking to the pain points of that person? Is it showing my offer in the best possible way as this is what people will need? Because hopefully by the time you have that sales page, you've done some sort of market research. You know this is what people want. If you haven't, it's worth kind of pausing a little bit and ask yourself, okay, is this what they actually want? Or is it what I think they need? Because there are two different things. So I may think, oh yeah, no, I'll just release offer and I'll just, I don't know, give them 5 templates. But what if people don't want templates? So I need to know, okay, my ideal client is the person who is X, Y, and Z. This is where they are now. This is what they need. And I've done some sort of conversation with few people. They would be interested. So that means there is market for it. And then I'm going to write a page. And a page should kind of tell a story from this is what I'm offering. And then this is for you if you are a X, Y, and Z. This is not for you if you're X, Y, and Z, because you also want to get rid of people who are not your ideal clients. You don't want to waste their time to be on a page. You don't want to waste your time getting them onto your program. And then going into transformation, going to the benefits, the price, of course, testimonials are a big part. And one of the things I really like is seeing real people on the page rather than stock images. Stock images, you just don't know who is behind that offer. It's like, who am I buying it from? Video is something I absolutely love, and it's my thing to tell all my clients. It's like, that would be really cool if you could, make a little video up to 1 minute, talk about this offer, and everyone's like, oh my God. And then they do it and they like it. And it's like, oh yeah, I can't believe you made me do it. But they are happy with it because it's just different. Someone opens up the page and then, hey, here's a smiley face of Claire talking about this offer. It's like it makes a sudden emotional connection with the person. So I would think about, okay, the sales page is not performing, but why? Let's see. Audience, do I have an email list? Do I have people interested? Do I post about it? Do I talk about it? Because some people just say it one time, they send a link, they put the link on the website, and they hope for the best. But you just need to talk about it. You need to prepare your audience, warm them up, and then make sure that the offer is what they need.
That's some brilliant tips there. Again, I love the video suggestion.
Videos are something, yeah, not too long, just up to 1 minute, but they are super, super cool.
Yeah, that's a great tip. And going back to that sort of trust, it's if you've not sort of been in that person's world and you're just having a look, you've just come across it perhaps, and you've got a video of them, immediately you know them so much better.
Exactly.
That's a great idea. And with the copy, I really value authenticity. And certainly when I help people with their confidence and their style to build their personal brand, I really do focus on what's right for them, what's going to be the truest expression of who they are and what's important to them. How do we go about writing copy that would be persuasive and informative, but is also authentic?
One of the things that came to my head straight away is using the language of your ideal client. So if you have testimonials from them from previous times, for whichever offer it is, or if you see posts from your ideal client talking about that issue, like, oh, I've always had a problem with wearing pink. And then you can then use the same words in your copy, because then the person will look at it thinking, oh my God, she's in my head because she's talking my language. So always focus on the language of your ideal client. use the examples of previous feedbacks, testimonials, posts, comments from your audience, or when you do your market research. This is where a lot of wording comes from for me as well. I do even random sending to 5 of my people that I know they are my ideal clients, but I never offer them anything. I just want them to give me a helping hand because I know that would help that person. So I would ask them 3, 5 questions, and then the language that they use, I will use in my copy, because this is the closest that you'll get to speaking your ideal client's language. But just make it clear. Don't just make synergize this energy and whatever. It's like, no, just give me the exact details of what am I going to get. Don't go around. Just think about it, write it down, and make it to the point. Market research, I think, is the winning part here in writing the copy. To know what they want, what they talk about, what their pain points, use that language.
That's such a good piece of advice, and it's an important step, definitely. And I think it's not the easiest step either. Sometimes I know when I've done my market research, it's quite hard trying to find the people that will be willing to help you, but
Mm-hmm.
also the people that would be likely to want your service.
Mm-hmm.
I've certainly experienced that when I've done market research, lots of people come forward, but the people that want to help me aren't necessarily the people that actually would benefit from my services,
Yeah.
which is really tricky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep looking for them, because I'm sure there's plenty of people that want to help each other, right? And especially in the world that we live now, people want to support each other. The right people will support each other. So look for them. They are there. And you can write stories, you can write posts, you can write polls on LinkedIn, and just always say, okay, I'm doing this market research for this type of customer. I'm looking to find out da 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 for my offer. And also then you would stress out, okay, I'm not going to come and pitch you anything. I really just need your help, because then it's going to help me prepare my services for the future. And maybe start a conversation with people that you spoke to before that could be your potential client, and say, I need a favor. I can give you in return, I don't know, 20 minutes of my coaching, but I would like to ask you some questions about my possible offer, if you can help me.
Yeah. So you mentioned obviously you've got a part-time job as well as running your business and your mother, and you've got 3 cats. So how do you juggle everything? How do you manage to stay on top of everything?
I think just planning in my head, using my Google Calendar for things, knowing when everything is for my kids, for example.
Yes.
Yeah, because I want it so badly to grow my business that I'm gonna go for it, no matter how hard it is or how hard it gets. Kids, yes, this is what I have, so that means I have less time. At the beginning, it was difficult because I thought, oh, I just want to quit my job, I just want to grow my business, and then I can just do my thing. That started December 21, and we're still here. Because at some point I realized I can't rush it. I can't rush it literally physically, because I don't have the time in a day, because I have a job. I can do that in the evenings, I can do that on Fridays when I'm off. That's when I can do it. So my growth, to compare to a person that lives with their parents and they have nothing, is
Mm.
of course very, very slow. So I should not beat myself up about it. I should just go with my pace, but keep going. There are days that I feel like I am so done physically and mentally that I'm not going to do it. So I'm just going to go to bed, or I'm going to read a book, I'm going to scroll on Instagram or watch Netflix. But there are days that I feel, okay, I am a little bit tired, but I have stuff to do. And that's the only way I can get to where I want to be. And that's in
Mm.
my head. It's just knowing that this is what it is for now. I can't speed it up. With what I have right now, I can't speed it up, but I want to do it, so I have to keep going. It's just a mental game, because I could also just quit everything and be like, you know what, I'll just do my normal work and not business. But that's not what I want. I want my business to grow so I can work less to have time with my kids. But I also want to work less to then help older people in care homes or hospices, because that's something that is very close to my heart. And that's something I will not be able to achieve with just normal work, because normal work gives you money, but it's not enough money to have, for at least in our circumstances. We need extra money to go on holidays, for example, to start going on holidays. The business is giving me the possibility. So
Mm.
it's just in my head. I just have to keep going. But also what helps is obviously the side business is what I love. So it's not a chore. It's not something, oh my God, I have to do this for the client. It's like if you love what you do, and business owners kind of do, unless they are in between thinking, do I want to go this way or that way? When they choose the right way, they know, okay, I'm loving it. And it is just then you don't think about it that it's, oh, I'm working so many hours a week. You just keep going
Mm.
because you know the impact you're making to the people, you know the impact for your clients. Then the clients will have impact on their clients. It's like this nice vicious circle. It's in a good way this time. So
You're right, that sort of ripple effect.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
yeah. And I think that's so important, to, have your business. Like you say, most people, they love their business, they love what they do. And it's that kind of that purpose, that reason why, and then the greater purposes, like you said, you'll want to go on holiday, spend time with your children and help in a care home, to have the freedom to be able to do that. That
Exactly.
purpose helps you through the moments when you need the resilience
Mm-hmm.
and helps you build it.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't
Mm.
want to spend, hours doing something that I am not connected with. I want to spend hours doing something I love, that I make a difference, that I can then spend time as well somewhere else because I have enough money on my account that I can just, okay, go and help people, or go and take my kids out for a day, that I will not have that, oh my God, I have to be at work and work X amount of hours. So,
Mm.
and the millionaires do that and they have the money, but they obviously give a lot of time for that as well. For me, it's just, I just want to have enough money for extra things that I don't have to worry about anything. I don't want to reach for stars. I just want to have the comfortable life and spend time with the kids and have money, to go to England and get myself Galaxy Cookie Crumble if I want to, or go somewhere, random to Norway and see Northern Lights. This is what I want.
Yeah, I think, that's a lovely place to be, isn't it? When you can do what you want without having any worry about it, and not necessarily build an empire, but
Yeah.
a place where you just think, yeah, I want to do that, and I can go and do it. And,
Yeah. And just be comfortable with whatever decision you make, wherever you are at the point. But like, okay, I don't have to worry about money.
so, we have a few things in common. We're both entrepreneurs, both mothers, and it isn't easy juggling building a business and being a mother. How has your journey as an entrepreneur and a mother shaped your approach to business?
It made me more pushy in what I want to do. It made me feel I can do it because I have the goal. I have the end goal, I mean. So the kids, as hard as they are, I know that if I can achieve something in my business, it's just going to be easier for me and for them. So I know there is the light at the end of the tunnel. I know there is something because I'm loving what I do, so I can spend hours on it. The kids grow up, and now it's a bit stressful because I have to combine so many things. So it is not easy, but I know we are going somewhere. I know there is the result that will make the whole household feel like, okay, I'm happy. I'm actually happy. We've got what we need. I'm happy. So why would I want to stop? Like I really don't want to stop because I know. And making my clients happy, as cheesy as it sounds, and everyone say that, I know, but it's so true. Seeing my clients happy and seeing the results, sending voice note to each other and make our days fun as well and happy, that's just like an extra add-on to the business and to the kids and to family, because my clients or my friends that I met online are part of my life now. So if I say to my husband, like, oh, I spoke to this and this and this, like, who are they? It's like, oh, my client or my friend. It's just like this, it's the life is going on instead of just sitting and doing just my own thing. So there is something at the end and I'm looking forward to it, and that's just pushing me for it.
Yeah, it takes a lot, doesn't it? But yes, when you've got that picture of that's where you're going, that's what it looks like when you get there. That's really powerful. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I think like you say with the children, it's so nice to have, right, I'm going to do this. They can see what it looks like and I'm going to get there. And that determination as well is brilliant.
Exactly. So I want to show them that they can achieve not whatever they want, because probably not whatever they want, but at least they can try, and they keep trying. Because I was raised in a household that my parents and their parents and their parents were just always in one job, or let's say couple jobs, but they just stuck with it and they had what they wanted to. They were happy. But now I don't want to be in the same job for all my life if it doesn't pay me enough. Why would I want to do that? Because it's not the job's fault, of course, because they have other people to pay money to. But if I am completely reduced to what I can get without giving more time from my day, then I don't want to be there. I want to do something that's going to give me a little bit more. So I know, okay, I'm literally helping every single individual I work for or I work with. So I don't have that connection in my normal job.
Mm.
So I'm helping someone and I'm helping the business grow, but I don't feel connected to it personally. With my clients, I am 100% connected to them. Like I am, if you're in my words, that's it. I am in your words, and you're gonna get my voice notes. Unless you tell me you
Yeah.
don't like them, because I had one client who says, I really don't like voice notes. Fine.
Oh gosh, I've
So
not
I
met
think
anybody
I
who didn't
only,
like voice notes.
no, I know there is one, but I did send her, I think one or two, but they were like on a very special occasion. I think it was her birthday and something else. And then it was a very short one. So I was like, I know you'll hate it, but I'm sending to you because I'm really happy about something. So that's the only two she got. But the rest just get my voice notes or just messages. Yeah. It's like
Oh,
making friends and helping them. It's amazing.
but it matters, doesn't it? And when you're actually really helping somebody, you've connected with them, you're helping them, you love that feeling. And it's so much more rewarding, isn't it? Whereas,
It
you know, my,
is.
my previous career, I worked in fashion head offices and it's not even customer facing. So
Mm-hmm.
all you see is the money. It's just,
Yeah.
it's so removed from what you're actually doing, really. And you're
Mm-hmm.
helping somebody else get wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
You're just putting money on a bottom line. It's different when
Exactly.
it's your business. You feel so much more passionate about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you can
Mm-hmm.
find your ideal client, they're people that you genuinely want to work with, you can build a good
Mm-hmm.
relationship with, and you're really helping people and making a difference. And it's so different. It's a
Yeah.
much nicer way of working before you even start to think you're a little bit more in control of the money that you get. Whereas if you get a salary, on the one hand, it's really nice because it's guaranteed,
Yes.
but
Yes.
you know
Mm-hmm.
that's coming next month. But on the other hand,
Mm-hmm.
it will only ever be that. So
Yeah.
it's a bit of both.
Exactly. And this can be that. And then, once a year you get a little bonus, but that's the bonus you can give yourself every month if you want to. That's like completely not to compare. And also, we think it's a guarantee because, yes, we have a contract, but the company can go anytime. There
Mm.
is no rule. Even now is just with the full contract, you can just be made redundant if company decides to move somewhere else, to change something, or I don't know, they don't have enough supply for glass. They will reduce the machines and they will just get rid of people because there is just not enough work for them. So with full contract. So there is a guarantee, but we don't know when that guarantee is going to end as well. So it's
Yeah.
just good to have plan A and B and C.
It is, isn't it? It's-
Yeah.
yeah. Have a plan B, definitely.
And especially when you have a passion for something, or I want to do something with my life that's different than a company or a job, then go for it. Try it. You don't have to quit your job like I haven't yet. I'm still building it, but I'm still trying it. You don't have to leave
Mm.
everything. It's just start looking into it. There's so many people that can help you, support you, give you advice for free until you
Mm.
think, okay, I'm going to start posting, start talking about it. You've got the knowledge to give. You can always get a little bit more knowledge in what you want to help with, but go for it.
Yeah.
Life is definitely too short for just be like, I'm not happy, but I'm going to stick with it.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Life is too short to just do something you're not happy with.
Yeah. If
It's
you can
not
change it,
worth it.
obviously there are things that are outside
Mm.
our control, and we cannot change them. But if there are things that we can change, then we should at least try.
Definitely. Is there anything I've not asked yet that you would like me to ask you?
Um, I think we covered most of the subjects, the personal stuff behind starting something, and why do should we go for things that we should do. But the things that I would also say to coaches, since I'm aiming at coaches, is instead of, I know you want to rush things, don't rush them, just, take the time, learn your stuff if you don't want to invest, but just take the time to not make your page and the offer perfect, because it will never be perfect, but you can always change things around. But just take your audience into consideration and the end goal of what you are offering, because
Mm.
that's the most important thing. Then the price comes next, what you want to offer. But the end goal, that the difference you're going to make to someone, I think this is going to be the thing that's going to make a difference to the offers, services, and posting, to see the end goal for the offer. And yeah, I think we just need to try things, because you never know what's around the corner. We may find our passion. We may find something that we really, really want to do, and we should just go for it.
Yeah, it's like that quote, as you walk the path, but the path becomes clear. And
Yes.
often you find, if you're not quite sure, you find the answer on your way,
Yeah.
as you explore.
Yeah. And it's not going to be easy, but what is easy nowadays?
Yes.
And ask for help, because it's very, very hard for people to do, but we should just ask for help.
Yeah, yeah, asking for help. And in this space, certainly I found so many kind, generous women who are happy to just give advice and happy to
Yep.
help. Because if you've been there, you know, you understand, and everyone's happy to help other people go through what they've been through. So
Exactly.
it's a
Exactly.
great space to ask for help.
Yeah. Yeah. And if
Mm,
we don't ask, we don't get.
very true. Yeah. Yeah, and have the courage not to be perfect, which I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
personally, that's something I've really struggled with, not, just doing it and
Mm-hmm.
not trying to get it absolutely perfect first time,
Mm-hmm.
because even if you even if it was possible, you'd learn a bit more and it wouldn't be perfect anymore anyway. So
Exactly.
it's not
It
possible
changes all the
anyway.
time. No, it's not possible. No,
Yeah,
we just go for it. And then learn on the way, and then okay, upgrade this, upgrade that, update this, update that, improve this and that. But you're still going. You're still further than people will be like, I don't want to do it. Well, at
absolutely.
least
And
you're
it
doing
builds
it.
confidence along the way, doesn't it? If
Yep.
you can just have the courage to make that first step,
Yep.
then you've done something, you've achieved something that's built your self-belief, it's built your confidence,
Yeah.
and
And
then
you
you
will
just,
step ahead, step ahead. Always a little step ahead.
yes, and it just snowballs, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What is perhaps one piece of advice that you can give our listeners today?
Find your people, find your close people that will support you in whatever you're going through, personal, a business, whatever it is. At least you have one person. If you have that one person you can go to, that's going to make a huge difference. And don't be afraid to text them and call them and say, I'm feeling bad. Don't be afraid, because people are going to be always happy, which is what we already said. But that is the biggest thing I would say. And if you have something in your head, it doesn't matter how difficult it is right now. At some point, it will get easier. And at some point, you will see the results. But until then, you just need to keep going. It doesn't matter if it's hard, not hard, just keep going until you're happy where you are. And then you can do more things as well.
Yeah, that's a great piece of advice. It's so true for everything, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's the thing. It's not just business, it's just for everything. We've got nothing to lose except for just keep going and finding things that make us happy.
Yeah, very true. Mm. And if our listeners would like to connect with you, where is best for people to find you?
The best place is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is where I spend 90% of my time on anyway. There are a couple of things that they can do. They can sign up to my email list, and they can also download a freebie that's going to help them writing the sales page. I'm also on Instagram, but it's more for sharing funny stories or sharing memes or reels, just to show my personality there. And I have a website as well that they can go to. Main place is LinkedIn. Let's just have fun. Let's connect and speak to each other about anything not business related.
Yes. Yeah. I think some people forget that you can still be human, can't you?
Yes, exactly, exactly. It's like don't connect with me so I can pitch you. It's like let's connect with each other and just let's have a great time. That's it.
Yeah. Because you can learn so much from other people as well,
Yes.
without, it's just, everyone's got
Mm-hmm.
something different that they're an expert in or different
Yeah,
perspective. You can learn so much.
exactly,
Mm.
exactly. And I'm a specialist on cats right now, so I can share
there
my
you go.
expertise.
Yeah, I downloaded your sales page blueprint and
Oh, lovely.
it's brilliant. It's been very helpful for me, so I can vouch for that. It's
Oh,
great.
thank you
So,
so
and
much.
if you're not sure, like like you were saying earlier, where to start, that's a great place just to have it.
Yes,
Talk about this and then talk about that, and it's
exactly.
step by step. This
Yeah,
is the sort of stuff you want on it. Good order to put it in.
yeah.
Yeah, very helpful. So thank you for that.
Perfect. Lovely. I'm really, really happy. Thank you.
Brilliant. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you today. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much, Claire. It's been amazing. It's really nice.
Thank you for listening to Style and Confidence, where style meets confidence for business success. If you have enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend, rate, review, and subscribe so you never miss out on our weekly confidence building conversations. You can also connect with me over on LinkedIn as Claire Silk or on Instagram at Silk Style and Confidence for more style and mindset tips. Until next time, remember, true confidence comes from within. Style helps it shine.